Long ago, high in the misty mountains of ancient China, there wandered 3 monks known simply as the 3 Laughing Monks. No one knew their names or the temple they came from. They carried no scrolls, no begging bowls, and no sermons. Only laughter. Wherever they went, laughter followed, like sunlight breaking through a cloudy sky. They would stand silently in the village square, exchange a single glance, and suddenly erupt into joyful, uncontrollable laughter. At first, people thought they were strange, but soon their laughter spread from one heart to another, until the entire village was smiling without knowing why. Children rolled on the ground, merchants forgot their profits, and even the strict town guards chuckled under their breath. No one could explain it, but something inside them felt lighter. The monks never preached. They never argued. Their laughter was the teaching. One day, they came to a village heavy with sorrow. The wells were dry, the land was cracked, and the people had forgotten how to smile. When the monks began to laugh, the villagers grew angry. "How can anyone laugh when our children are hungry?" they said. But the monks kept laughing, not out of mockery, but out of deep trust in the rhythm of life. That night, the skies opened, and rain began to fall for the first time in months. The next morning, as the rain washed the dust away, the people began to laugh too, softly at first, then freely, joyfully. The monks bowed and continued their journey. True joy does not deny suffering. It transforms it. When you accept that all things pass, even sorrow becomes part of your smile. In time, the monks' laughter reached the emperor's ears. Curious, he summoned them to his palace. When they arrived, barefoot and smiling, the emperor asked sternly, "What is there to laugh about in a world full of war and pain?" The monks said nothing. They only smiled, as if seeing something he could not. And then the emperor understood. He realized that laughter was not blindness to suffering. It was freedom within it. He began to laugh. His ministers followed, and for the first time, the royal court became a hall of joy instead of power. Wisdom isn't always found in solemn silence. Sometimes laughter is the sound of awakening. Years passed, and one evening, beneath a quiet tree, one of the monks peacefully left this world. The villagers were heartbroken, but the 2 remaining monks sat beside his body, smiling softly. When the funeral pyre was lit, something unexpected happened. Hidden firecrackers in his robe burst into light and sound. The villagers gasped, then began to laugh through their tears. On his robe was a note that read, "Death is not the end. It is only the punchline." To laugh at death is not to mock it, but to understand it. For the enlightened, life and death are 2 sides of the same smile. At dawn, the 2 monks prepared to leave. A small boy ran up to them and asked, "Masters, what should we remember about you?" The elder monk smiled and said, "Remember to laugh, especially when you least feel like it. That is when laughter becomes prayer." And they walked away, their laughter fading into the morning wind. They left behind no temple, no scriptures, no disciples, only the sound of laughter echoing across valleys and generations. Their message was simple yet eternal. Laughter is not the absence of pain. It is the courage to rise above it. It is the song of a free heart. When life feels heavy and the world seems too serious to bear, smile anyway. Laugh softly. And in that moment, you invite peace back into your soul. If this story touched something deep within you, share it with someone who's forgotten how to smile. Because sometimes, all a weary heart needs is a reminder that joy still lives inside them. You've been listening to Tales by Cathie, where every story is a quiet spark of wisdom, a breath of peace, and a gentle light for the journey ahead.